and get another one.
Unless you make conscious effort to sit down and learn.
Hello, welcome. My name is Ovenaku. Welcome to that. I want to share with you the importance of financial education. The importance of financial education. They say that in this world we have two major problems: money problems and all the other problems together. So if you don't solve the money problems, then you have a lot of problems. There are so many things that you can solve if you solve the money problems. The problem is that many of us, we have not studied money or or finance. We were just told that when you work, you get money, and you buy a car, you buy a house, or you build a house. You send your children to school, and you buy good phones, and you eat well. But very few of us were taught how to pick money from a very small level and grow that money, such that it comes to a point in your life where you don't have to even work to get money coming. And most of us, that can only be done when we have the proper understanding of money, and that is what we call financial education. Being able to educate yourself so that when money comes, it's not for spending. Money, a lot of poor people's understanding of money is that get the money and spend it. And a lot of the other ones who say that, you get the money and you save it. So you save the money to buy a car. Those are not poor people. You save money to, for your retirement. The wealthy, those who really understand money, they get money and they invest the money. And out of their investment, they start to spend and have the fun and the best of life. So many of the great successes or successful people in terms of finance, they will buy nice cars, but it's not coming from their pay. It's not coming from their income. Direct income is coming from the investments that they have done over time. So they get the money, they invest the money, and that out of that investment, they will start to spend. The rest of the people, they get the money and spend it. They save money to buy a house, save money to go to school, save money to, all kind of things. So financial education is very key. You are not really free until you are free in terms of finances. He who controls your money, or the money that comes to you, controls your mind, controls your time, and controls everything around you. That's why even when you are sick, you would want to go to work, because if you don't go, they won't pay you. Many people, if they decided not to pay them at their workplace, they will never go there again. So the reason they go to work, most people, is because they need money, and yet they hardly take time to study money. Rare freedom has financial component in it. He who controls your money he controls you. So whoever controls your life or controls how money comes to you actually controls your life. You cannot be free until you have the truth about money and how financial freedom is created. And this is very key to life. Never deceive yourself. As a matter of fact, they think that when you are about 15 years, go to school and all those, teach you how to create wealth. Because once you understand wealth, all other things can fall into places. Some people say, I want to become an engineer. Some people say, I want to become a doctor, because I love to save people. You don't have to become a doctor to save people. You can own a hospital and employ doctors. The difference is key. So riches is different from wealth. The rich have money coming in. They have money. They know how to make money. They have money. But the wealthy have machines. If the rich does not go to work, they will not get money. But the wealthy don't have to get up to go to work. They have built institutions, mechanisms, machines that continue to cut money for them every day. So know the difference. There's the poor man, and there is the rich man, and there is the one that they call the wealthy man. So study it. Study, read about it, search every day. Have an article that you're reading about finance. Get books about money. I wrote a book, Streamline How to Teach Yourself Money, from the African perspective. Get a copy. Read it. Start with it. It's a good book. So read, study. You can't get to where you don't know mentally. Where you only get there. Whatever is expressing, or whatever you are seeing in your life today, is because mentally you've been there. So the mind is the rare battlefield. If you're defeated financially in terms of knowledge, in the mind that you have, the money will not come. Because even that's why people who win lotto, after a while, you see that they lose the money. Why? Because they lost the battle mentally. They didn't have the right mind, the right knowledge, the right information to handle the money that they won in terms of lotto. So what you have to do is, that you don't have to steal money to get money. Many people work in the places and they are changing the invoices. They are changing all those. That is a weak position to get money. You don't have to become a politician and steal people's money or start a church and collect money from the poor. What you need is right financial information, and then right financial goals, and right financial desire, right financial discipline, right financial skill set, the right financial mindset. With this, you'll be able to create right financial life. It takes time. It can take you 10 years, it can take you 20 years. It doesn't not come that quickly. Some people will say, I don't know, I don't want to wait. Maybe, then you have your way. But for me, it takes time. So have a 10-year financial plan, and make sure that you have income, and if you can have a way to multiply that income. Maybe you work as a teacher, but can you start part-time, or can you start some farm somewhere, or can you sell something? If what comes in is more than what you're spending, you will start to expand the sources of income that you have. And with time, you see that now you have a lot coming in. You don't have to wait for God or wait for government if you really want to be financially free. The way they have taught us in Ghana, in Africa, is that government, when you have a good government, you will be rich. The countries that deem themselves as having good government should not have poor people there. But I bet you, if you go there, you will see people are suffering. Why? Because you are responsible for your financial success. It's not anybody. It's your duty. It's my duty to make sure that I create wealth. I create my financial life differently from everybody else. It's my duty. It's my responsibility. Just as when you are sick, nobody can drink that drug for you. The same thing. Nobody can solve your financial things for you. You have to tell yourself that I want to solve this myself, And with the right information, it starts with the right financial education. And then you practicing that education. If it's the right education, you cannot keep it. It will push you to put into practice, having the right financial goals and not waiting. Those of us who are religious, we say that God will change my destiny for me. God is waiting for you to change your destiny, if you don't know. And your salary is a seed. Even if you don't have a business, the salary that you have is a seed. You're supposed to use that to become free financially. Budget your money. Every month I get 2,000. I use this for this, I use this for that, I use it for that. Have a budget, have a plan for the money that comes in, and have a plan to get more money coming, and have a plan not to waste a lot of your money. Have a plan. Design that. If you want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, sit down and structure away. If the money is wrong, the marriage will suffer. The family will go through a lot of pain. And when you are sick, sometimes they say that money is not everything. But if you go to the hospital, some people are being given, some people, the operations that they have to have, they don't have money, so they have not had that operation. Some people, they don't give them quality drug because they don't have money to buy the right drug. So money to a point can save you from dying. So study. No matter your level of education, no matter the work you do, you can build from that level to the level that you become financially free. And being financially free does not really mean that you becoming a billionaire or something, which even if it is a good desire and you must work towards that. What it really means is that I have 10,000, I spend 10,000 every year, but now I have businesses, I have income, I have things that I've invested in that are bringing 100,000. So there's so much coming in than what I'm using. That is what it really means. And you cannot do that until you have the right knowledge. Every one of us is leading our life or living our lives based on the knowledge that we have. So your life will not change until you have the right knowledge. The same, your finances will not change until you have the right financial education. Your finances, the money will not change. It's not a miracle. It's not those that they are trying to tell you. Your finances will change because you have strong financial education. And I'm saying that when you went to school, they didn't teach you that. That's why your teacher will go on strike for a salary increment. He does not know how to multiply his money until he studies it himself. He was taught in education university to teach people not how to make money. He was taught how to teach chemistry, physics, biology. Some of them have even been taught how to accounting, financial management, but they still don't have money. Why? The body is willing, but the spirit is weak. So learn it, study it with the intention to free yourself financially. Some people think, as a lot of us will think, that once we get out of Ghana to America, we will be financially free. A lot of them there are not financially free. The difference is that they give them debt. You have work, they give you mortgage, so you pay 30 years with your life. They give you car, you have work, they take that from you. Oh, but to be financially independent is different. That one can be built anywhere that you are. You can be from a village. You can be from a very small village, and you can still be financially free because you have different understanding. That's why you go to any community, any town, any district, there's always a rich man there. Anywhere that you go. Why? Because that person, he knows something about money that most of the people don't know. The economy of a country cannot be transformed if the people who lead our country don't have proper financial education. The business finance, your company, the finances will not change until you improve your financial knowledge. The family that you have, the finances will not change until you and your wife, you and your husband, you improve your financial knowledge. Teach your children about finance, because eventually those who know it will employ them. And you don't have to. In the world that we live in now, there are a lot of people who are making income over the internet, and they don't have even any certificate. They are making it. So that this straight definition that I've completed school, I need a job, may not work for a lot of people going forward. You just completed school, you school for yourself so that you can live the life that you want. And if you have any way that you can make income, whether online or offline, and it's not illegal, it's not something that is wrong, be proud of it and build structure around it. That is how. And be proud. And don't say that I don't have a job. A lot of people have jobs and they still don't have money. Because the information about money is off the bar. It's not right. And that's why you have worked for 20 years, you still don't have anything. And yet you are paid 5,000 every month. You are paid 20,000 every month. Or that you have 3 cars and none of them is bringing you any income. You have 2 houses and none of them is bringing you any income. If you really up in terms of your financial education, you will have things that will bring you money, even if it's 1 city, even if it's 2 city, and you continue to grow those things. So for instance, if you lose your job today, is there any other thing that will bring you income? Do you have anything that will bring you income? Do you have anything that you have control to say that this one will bring me? Maybe mobile money joint, or maybe a farm. What is it that you have? You say that you are superintendent of something. You are the headmaster of a school. If the government does not give you money this month, do you have any other source of income? Or you are just showing people that I built my house. Your house that you built will not bring you any income. It's just a social status. Yes, people will say that you have built a house. But what do you have that brings you money? Is there anything that you have that brings you money? And how do you manage that? Do you have control over that? I'm not talking of bonds and T-bills. I'm talking of something that you have direct control that brings you money. You cannot be financially free until you do that. So financial education is very key. And I'm saying that you are not free until you're financially free. Nations are in bondage because they owe everybody. Ghana's economy is in trouble because we have not been able to manage our finances well. That's all. The moment you manage your finances well, you have freedom. And whoever controls your mind, controls your money, and controls your time, controls you. So work on that. And if you can work on that, you will be free. And you will live the best of life and help many people. So life is key. Never trivialize money. Say that, no. Talk about it, learn about it. People work for money all their lives, and yet they take very little time to study about it. Read it, search it. You will find it. Search it. So don't just become rich, become wealthy. And it's over time. Most of the wealthiest people in life now, they are over 50, 60, 70. But they had plan. They work, and now they have something. And be honest with it. Build the right people. Build with the right people. If your friends want to enjoy life and they don't want to study anything about money, and they say that you like money and yet they work and they don't work for free, have your goals and build different network of people, because you cannot be free until you have financial freedom. So thank you very much for taking your time to watch this. Share the channel with your friends and with your family. Thank you. And with your family. Thank you very